Biafra ndị ọma, ekelekwa m unu. Ọtụtụ ọma nọ ka onye na-eme dị mma ya jisi ike, maka na ihe a na-agwa nwata ka o mee ọ na nwata na-eme ọfụma si ya ka o jidekwa ka o ji. Otu o si wee gbatakwuru ugbu a, ana m eme ka unu mara ebe ọbụla ị nọ na-ege m ntị na oge erugokwe mgbe eji apụta ọgba ozuzu, mgbe aka ji agbaji aka, maka na ọgba mgba agaghịkwa na-ezu ike ma ọ wụhọ na azụ onye ya na ya na-agba mgba ruru ala, kama ọ ga-ezu ike, ọ ga-agbagide mgba chiejie chiefo. Ekelekwasịkwa m unu ọzọ. Asị m ka m were ohere ọma mee ka ndị Igbo ụmụ Biafra na-ege m ntị wee ghọta na nkwado nke nwa okorobịa ọma a na-akpọ Simon Ekpa mere ọwụghị obere nkwado. Ọ kwadoro n'ụdị pụrụ iche, n'ụdị dị iche iche, ka ya nwee ike ezikọ ndị mgbaisi na ndị ntọrọ ihe ọkụ ji ntị oke eme. Maka na ọ na-eme nwata jee ozi na oje ya ugboro abụọ. Ọ bụrụ na anụ ihe m na-ekwu, ọ na-emekwa agadi nwanyị daa ada ugboro abụọ, ọ gụọ ihe o bu aga ahịa ọnụ, mara ole fọrọ ọnụ. Maka na ụbọchị eji eje nga, nwata mmee aka n'ike ọhụ nsị anya. Ekelekwasịkwa m unu Biafrans. Otu o si wee na-aga ugbu a, ndị Naịjirịa na-akọwata na onwe ihe ga-eme ka Naịjirịa kewaa, na otu aka ahụkwa ka ndị Igbo na-achị ala Igbo dọnyere ndị Naịjirịa ukwu na-emegide ụmụ Biafra, agba mgba okpuru dị iche iche, erie aka azụ n'ụdị dị iche iche, ka ọ bụrụ na ọbịbịa Biafra were ihe lara n'iyi, ka mbọ niile Maazị Nnamdi Kanu gbara na mbọ niile Simon Ekpa na-agba ka ọ bụrụ ihe efu. Mana otu o si wee dị, ana m eme ka unu mara na ndị mba ofesi dị iche iche na-adọnyere Simon Ekpa ukwu, na-enyere ya aka n'ụdị pụrụ iche, ka ọ bụrụ na ebumnobi na ihe ọ na-achọ ka ala Biafra nwee ike dị n'udo si n'ala Naịjirịa wee kewapụ, ka o nwee ike bịa na mmezu. N'otu aka ahụ, ka ndị agha ka a na-akpọ Biafra Liberation Armies na ndị agha a na-akpọ Biafra Liberation Forces, Biafra Resistance Fighters, na ndị agha dị iche iche jupụtara ala Biafra na-agba mbọ n'ebe ọ pụrụ iche ka ha nwee ike hụ na ndị mgbaisi nke a na-akpọ ndị agha Naịjirịa akpara ha obodo Biafra nwere ha na ndị Fulani. Ana m ejikwa ohere ọma na-eme ka ị mara na ndị Fulani enweghị echiche ọma ọbụla banyere ebe ndị Igbo nọ, makwa na ebe ndị Biafra nọ. Ka o dokwe gị anya na ebe ha na-anọ ewepụta ike ha, ewepụta ume ha, akpa ike dị iche iche, egbu ndị dị iche iche, ere ndị dị iche iche, atọrọ ndị dị iche iche n'ọwụ n'ala Biafra, n'ihi na ndị na-achị ala Biafra nyere ha ikikere ka ha nwee ike mee nke a. Ya mee, m na-eme ka ị mara datụ na o kwesịrị na iji anya ọma na-ele ndị na-achị ala Biafra makwa n'ala Igbo. Ebe ihe ọjọọ a ruru ala wụ n'ala Igbo, na Anambra steeti, na Imo steeti, na Abia, na Enugu, na Imo steeti, na Ebonyi steeti. Otu o si wee dị ugbu a, ana m eme ka ị mara na aka na-achị Biafra nke a na-akpọ Simon Ekpa na-agba mbọ pụrụ iche na-eme ka ngwa agha dị iche iche wee bata ala Biafra. Ọ na-agba mbọ n'ebe ọ pụrụ iche, ma ụgbọelu nke eji alụ agha, ma ụgbọala nke eji alụ agha ma ụgbọ mmiri ka eji alụ agha. Ana m eme ka ị mara na ihe ndị a niile wụ ihe dị njikere ugbu a, maka na otego Naijiria bidoro mewe Biafra ihe. Ọ na-emekwanụ maka na ụbọchị niile ite ji eri isi ewu, mana ọ na-eme ofu ugboro n'arọ ewu tiwa ite ọ na-akpọtụ. Mana ana m eme ka ị mara na ewu tiwara ite agbaligokwanụ. Maka na ofu ugboro n'arọ emego Biafra ihe, mee ha ihe for 50 years, that is 5 decades. Mana onweghị onye pụtara kwuo okwu sị na ihe a ajọka, maọwụ site n'ala Biafra maọwụ site n'ala Naịjirịa makwa site na mba ofesi. Ihe niile ha na-eme ndị Biafra masịrị mba ụwa, ya mee ha agba nkịtị. Mana otu ihe m chọrọ ka m chetara unu na ọ bụrụ na ikwu ha okwu si lee otu ihe na-eme gị si egbu gị, ahapụ ebe ahụ ọ na-egbu gị, ụwa gị ya n'ebe ọzọ. If you didn't say this is where you are feeling the pains in your body and how it is moving, the doctor will operate you in another place. So the Biafrans have to get up in unity and demonstrate their unification in order for them to emancipate themselves from mental slavery and second colonization in Nigeria. Because the effort of Nigeria and their government is to make sure that Biafrans remain in bondage, caged, subjugated, and oppressed in Nigeria without stepping out. So Biafrans shall remain a subordinate to Nigerians, so that whatever Nigeria decides, what Biafra does, that Biafrans will not have their own choice. They will not have their own will. They cannot be creative as usual. Their creativity life will be reduced to nothing, because this is part of the envy thing or envious things that Nigerian government and their people have looked at and decided that marginalization, favoritism, and nepotism will be the best option to be demonstrated on Biafrans, to make sure that they are being relegated and limited in anything that has to do with finance, physical cash, wealth, and other things. But don't forget this moment to understand that some Biafran millionaires have joined Nigeria's government to fight Biafra nation or Biafra government. You know the reason? Those Biafran millionaires are supporting Nigeria government because when they did their business, their illegal business of wanton killings, kidnapping, raping, and what have you, they used to have share from Nigeria government. And so also some notable pastors who call themselves general overseers are also in the same place with the Nigeria government. Because when you watch it very well, none of them have outrightly condemned the action or the acts of Fulani Mieti Allah terrorists in Biafra land. And without taking much of your time, I want to inform you that those you think that they are with you fighting for freedom, they are not with you. You better remain resolute as a Biafran who knows what he is doing. Stand firmly on what you believe to defend your faith and defend your nation. Defend your people, defend your territory, and defend yourself from the hands of the invaders from Nigeria. And this is what actually going on this moment. So this fight is not only exclusively reserved for the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. This fight is for everyone that knows that he hails or she hails from Biafra land. Because in unity, we shall destroy them, we shall fight them, we shall scatter them, we shall have victory over the enemies. There was not a time that the detractors have anything good in mind for Biafrans, and they never pray that Biafrans shall be by any means exit from Nigeria. So as you are listening to me, the effort left is up to you as a Biafran to know where you are coming from and know where you are going to. I want to inform you that many people have fought this fight. Many countries have fought this fight, and they are not even up to the half or a quarter of Biafran population. And at the end of the day, they won the battle and they become a sovereign nation today. That the nation that they were inside before they splitted thought that they will not make it. And the whole world maybe was watching them then. Nobody was willing to help them until they fought gallantly and they won their enemies. And at the same time, you can see that today they have become mighty and populous nation or nations on earth. Miraculously or wonderfully, you can see many nations, I don't need to mention them, both in Africa, both in Europe, and many other countries. Even United Nations today, who becomes the world power, that whatever they said is final. They fought for their independence and they got it from Britain. So don't forget that if you didn't fight, you will not win. Until you fight, you win. Until you started fighting, nobody will ask you what is the problem. And you won't have a partner if you refuse to fight. I want to encourage you and assure you that whatever you look for in this world is possible. And at the same time, I want to inform you that the journey of Biafra nation is possible. So don't relent effort and don't second the motion of the detractors, which have negatively prophesied that Biafra will never come to door tomorrow. I want to let you know that Nigerians and Nigeria government must go on their knees, beg for Biafrans to go because of what they are going to see. Biafra is coming with a flood, it's coming with erosion, and it's coming with the brimstone. Don't say you don't know. But some of you have said, we have been hearing it. It's as usual. But to you, since it is usual, you can calculate what has happened all this while since Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped. You see that the face of the struggle changed. This time around, since you know it too well, that freedom is all about fighting. Kingdom is not given, kingdom is taken. So you can see how gallantly Biafrans have been fighting by the hand of the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic in exile. So you can see mighty men of valor that volunteered themselves in cash, in kind, in many ways to help Biafrans out of the contraction called Nigeria. Fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, determination and action is the watchword. So if you refuse to decide, there's nothing anybody can do about it. And for some of you who have decided that nothing concerns you, whatever anybody is saying about Biafra or Biafrans, is none of your business because they decided to go into war or to go into fight. So I must tell you to pack yourself out of the road because when what is coming comes, then you will be carried along with it. Because if you are not with the Biafrans, you are against the Biafrans. If you are not fighting against the enemies along with the Biafrans, then which means you are fighting against Biafrans. And I don't think it will do you well. I don't think you will benefit anything out of it. because I will say you are just being belligerent and you are suffering from self-complacency, which when we look at it crucially, we discover that you are the most failure person on earth. Biafra never fell, and Biafra leaders never fell. They are lions, and at the same time, they are heroes, legends. Don't forget that no poor man that fights for freedom. And when you watch right from Dimo Mogwojukwu's freedom fighting to Simon Ekpa's freedom fighting, you see none of them is a common person. But I believe that the end of the saga is now, because before it's like when you slap me, I will turn the other cheek for you to slap again. But now it's when you slap me, I'll slap you thrice for you to understand how that slap look like. I will not even give you a dirty slap, I will give you a dust slap. You get what I'm saying? So what I'm saying this moment should be very clear to you that without Biafra, no peace and no progress. Until Biafra is being declared, then you will have peace and progress will come. Because Biafra is coming with progress, unity, success, all right, calmness, security, longevity, and etc. Whatever good you can imagine or you will feel, so that you have never seen, Biafra is coming with them, just to make you comfortable, because you have finally traced where you belong, and nobody can ask you silly questions. Who are you, and what do you think you can do? You can see that it has started already. That the way they used to barge in and do whatever they like with anybody and get away with it is no longer like that. Anyone coming from Nigeria now knew it, that if he's coming with the intention of killing, that he or she will not go back alive. That's what we are talking about. The land of Biafra, the security must be tight more than ever before. The territories of Biafra, the boundaries of Biafra with Nigeria must be guarded carefully. All right? So, no matter whatever anybody is saying, you don't need to listen to the person. You have to fight for your right. Don't let them hold you down. Don't fear them because there are many, because they have weapons. Don't fear them. We have our own weapons. Chukwu okike abịama, always go before us. The Almighty God is with us. The Almighty God always go before us to smooth the way, smooth the road, make things clear for us to see clear and defeat our enemies. There must be a pillar of darkness in the territory of our detractors. Meanwhile, we shall have pillar of light in the territory of Biafra, so that there will be no closer relationship now and after, because you don't know what is going on and what we are thinking and what we are doing. So Biafra is beyond your calculation. Biafra is beyond human comprehension. Biafra is divine. Biafra is original. Biafra is mandatory. You cannot and you will never stop the Biafra nation. I assure you, and I'm telling you the truth, don't forget that Biafra we are talking about have taken many heads, important heads, legends. Don't forget that Biafra we are talking about, that Nigeria have killed many Biafrans innocently, just because you said this is your identity, and they decided that you will not continue existing. So all those things that they did to us, I believe that in no distant time, they are going to receive the reward They are going to drink the cup of the indignation of Biafrans with the fury